Hey, BR Tidwell 55 here, and I just saw this video by Emeek, and I wanted to throw in my 2 cents worth. And actually, what I'm going to end up doing is muddying the waters a little bit because I really don't disagree with anything that Emeek said, and I think he's pretty much dead on as far as uh, with some caveats. Now, the debate between the other two YouTube users, don't know what all that's about. What I'm going to address is the actual the practice of DVD ripping and being able to back up your personal entertainment media in general. Now, basically, uh, when it comes down to actually ripping DVDs, I think what you'll find if you get in and do the actual legal research, it's what the lawyers would call an unsettled legal question, uh, because you have two principles that are basically butting up against each other. One of them is the fair use principle under traditional copyright law, and the other one is the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act. Now, Emeek is right in that saying that circumventing copy protection is illegal under the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act. Absolutely correct. The thing is, the question is, does fair use doctrine trump the DMCA? And and the problem is you've got some jurisdictions in the United States where federal circuit courts have ruled one way, and then other jurisdictions in the United States where it's either still being litigated or maybe even been ruled the other way. So what it comes down to, the fair use doctrine says that as long as you are backing up, as long as you're making copies of media for your personal use for backup purposes, that's perfectly legitimate under standard copyright law. That is a fair use. So, for example, you've got a big collection of vinyl records, and you have a turntable and the equipment to, or either you either back it up on magnetic tape analog, or you have the equipment and the software to actually turn that into digits, to turn that entire vinyl collection into MP3s, put it on your iPod. You're not breaking any laws if you do that. That's fair use. Okay. The problem is when it comes to DVDs. DVDs have encryption and copy protection built into them. And in order to back up or rip a DVD, you have to break that copy protection. And that's what's illegal under the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act. So again, it is an unsettled legal question, at least here in the United States, whether or not you can, whether or not fair use copyright doctrine trumps that particular piece of the DMCA. And the FCC has a board that I think it's every year that their job is to meet and look at these kinds of problems, and I don't think they've ever ruled on on ripping DVDs for personal use for backup purposes, and that's part of the problem right there. Uh, Another problem, the problem with that is, and I don't want to get into a big long political debate, but the problem with that is that that's an administrative, and it's not a court, and it's not Congress. So that's so that's where you are. And I know that this doesn't clear anything up. It actually muddies the waters a little bit. But anyway, that's where it is. So it's BR Tidwell 55. Thanks for watching.